Welcome back again, guys, and it's another episode of EJ Show, and it's day 36, and EJ 36 of EJ Show, English Show, and I have to comment on something that yesterday have been made by or unintentionally made a mistake that I mistakenly uh, told during that taking that video. I uh, mistakenly spell it like it's episode of 34, right? But it's actually 35, and I just mistakenly misspelled as 34, and it's been in 35th episode. So that's a mistake that I found it, and later on I just edit the video and just replaced it to the episode of 35. And for today it's been 36 of episode of 36 of PJ Show, English Show, and it's today I completely from morning itself I just have been obsessed with some past events or past things that already been obsessed with it. So I just completely gone out of mind for so many hours. So, but it's okay, and we are just moving to our first segment, which is vocabulary bank. And the first, we are just primarily we are just trying to review the previous old words that already been taught in not last episode, but few of the episode that already been taught, and we are just reviewing it. And the first word is intrepid. INTREPID, intrepid, fearless, adventurous, and brave. And the next word is euphoric, extreme happiness. The next word is idyllic, IDYLLIC, extremely pleasant, simple, and peaceful without any difficulties or dangers. Jinx. Next word is jinx, JINX, a person or thing that is believed to bring bad luck. The next word is bedazzled, BEDAZZLED. It means that to impress someone very much because of being very intelligent or beautiful. And the next word is tranquil, TRANQUIL, and it means that free from disturbance, very calm. The next word is plethora, PLETHORA, and it means large or excess amount of something. The next word is gibberish, GIBBERISH, and it means that speaking something which is meaningless. And that's all for the last few episodes. So we are just moving to today's three. No, today we don't get three words, but we get only two, and we are just introducing it to you all, guys. And the first word is serendipity, SCRENDIPITY, serendipity, and it actually means that happening of some event by chance in a happy or beneficial way, serendipity. And the next word is bamboozled, 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 and it means that to fool or cheat someone. And that's all for today's episode, and we are just winding up the first segment, which is vocabulary bang, and we are just moving to the next segment, which is what the next segment. I didn't get the what the okay, open fire. And we are just moving to the next segment, which is open fire. And for today's episode I just have to just mentioning some topic which is something continuation of last episode's portion as well. So for my passion towards cinema or movies is that I have that intention when I see a good movie on screen or otherwise on my phone. So I also like that kind of movies, or I like that ambition or dream to take that kind of movie, or I have to express that kind of emotions in big screen as well. So I like that kind of feeling at that moment. And the movies that I already been watched, it's not like that. And some of the movies, some special moments are there in that movie, and that makes me special for that movie as well. So I just try to make some feeling that how to, if I wish I can act in that movie. I like that kind of means, as an actor I have to express something in contrast with the character. So I just have to uh, I don't want to compare anyone with my acting, but I have to express my feelings or the intense feeling that that character at the moment, or how to express to the uh, general audience. So I just experiment it that if I can expressly what come across that feelings and expression effectively to the general public, and if the general public convinced with the expression of the feeling that I expressed over the big screen, and it's something that I really appreciate over myself, and I have to rebuild myself during this kind of journey. And I like the industry as it's a nice industry where we can see that there are lots of people see movie industry as a stress relief, what stress release an activity. So everyone will, after work or any hardship, they will try to saw some movies. And I have a dream that people suggest anyway in future any movie that I am acted or I will act. I hope that I can act, and that movie should be preferred by lots of people, that they are trying to enormously binge watch my movies. So I don't know whether my stream is for movie or not, but I have the passion or the dream that I have only at least specific particular one movie. But I don't have any such, I don't get any audition at all, but I'm completely hoping my best that my intense passion towards movie is within me all the time. And I just hoping that any at any of my phase of my life I just can what influence or make use of my passion in the big screen. So I am just hoping that, and for future as well, the movie will have a much importance in our day-to-day life, because the following years the stress will be increased, because we can say that it's completely what the countrysides has been reduced, and everyone is running over what townships. So everyone is fed up of doing agriculture activities in our countryside. So everyone is planning to live in flat, something like that, giving a white collar job, getting a white collar job, something like that. And they all pleasing to get a social status over the community that they are living up to. So they are building their own status in their mind, but not in others. So everyone is looking over to their own only life. So their family, such and that, such kind of that stuffs. So we can really know everything is changing nowadays during our pandemic situation as well. So lots of people have been buried without any specific religious rituals. So it's completely a, what a new way of new form of what life that opens to us, the public, and we don't human as human we can make it to the next level. So everyone, so you just have to what, don't bother about others or nothing like that. Within your home or family, you can see any of your members who can understand you full-heartedly. So don't spend much time to what, convince them that you are a good guy or otherwise you are a bad boy. There is nothing like that. Just only one thing, yeah, that you have to try to create, that don't hurt anyone, either any human being or the other species as well. So anything you done has a what, return action. So expect that, and everything has its own time. And if you start for today, there is a happy or euphoric, ecstatic act will be happen as a what, simultaneously will happen. And but if you do an act with a aim that you can get tomorrow this good life, these good things, such stuff, don't think like that, and don't expect these kinds of good bosh luxurious life. But everything will happen, and you are much different and unique from your brother or sister, etc. And there is something that you only can do in this universe, and so you have been different from your brotherhood or sisterhood, such a kind like that. And don't want to miss any of your moment in your life, because your each second breathing that I am just doing right now is being that much precious. So at the North India, it's completely different for there, because you can see that after 40 ages, more than above the age of 40, they are trying to get that oxygen for the sector. And it's something very cruel that we are human beings are being trying very hard in India as well. So it's something that everyone will have, everyone will be face of at any of the phase of your life. So don't try to make so much money in your life. There is nothing with that money or the currency or the paper notes. There is nothing you can do with it, and the only thing that you only try to make is that make happiness, not within you but around you. And at least you have to make yourself happy with your act. And so the only thing that you can do for the same is that you just do whatever you like, and don't expect any result from it. And the act that you can do right now should be done by yourself. So if, for example, I just but explain some practical example. So if you eagerly what, dream of completing any higher education, but due to some financial or some other reasons you can achieve the education level, so you just try to achieve that kind of what, that kind of achievement through your next generation or your super kids. So it's not right the way, because if they want to or they have this talent in any other field, you are just pushing what, them to taken the burden, and that you are making them, and that's disgusting. And we have don't to try don't try that kind of act in your entire life. And everyone, even your kids or children, are unique of their own kinds, and Don't force any of your kids or what the generation to make anything. And there is some cosmic power or some supernatural power is within this universe, and everyone is being revolving over it, and it's already been planned and completed, or there is a completion process of every what organs in this universe, and we are just doing what we are what evolve or imagine in our thoughts. So it's already been planned by some supernatural power, and we are just doing in a routine way or predetermined way. So we can't expect this kind of results from everything, and the only thing that we can do is the act, and the action that we have done can be, oh, we can't judge anything, but for the improvement of or the experience level of achievement, we will judge what our action, and we can get it from uh, further experience as well. So just do it, that's all. That's only the thing that you can do, not you but everyone, but including me as well. So we are just winding up today's episode, and it's about time's up timing up, and we are just winding up today's episode, and this portion will always will be there in the future episodes as well as some bits of portion as well. So we are just winding up day 36 of EJ show, English show, and here Jithin signing off, and see you next time, next episode, and until then, bye bye, tata.